Hello everyone. Today we are going to see how we can turn our web app into a desktop app with Electron. Here I have very simple React counter app which basically does increment and decrement. I am going to use the same React code to use in the desktop app with Electron, and it's easier than I thought. So let's get started. I have one folder, web to desktop. It contains two folders, web and desktop. Web contains the React code, and we have already this counter app running, so we are not going to do anything inside web folder now. The other folder we have is the desktop folder. Here we are going to create Electron app which will be using the React code from this web folder. So in order to create Electron app, we have to go inside desktop and let's just initialize it, yarn init. The name we are going to keep desktop counter app, version we will keep is, and the entry point we are going to give is main.js and rest. Okay, so now we have this package file is created. Now we need Electron package in the dev dependency. So for that we have to do yarn add electron -dev. Okay, it will take some time. Okay, it is done now. So now we have Electron inside the dev dependencies. Here we have this main, so entry point of this Electron app will be main.js. So we need to create main.js inside this desktop folder. Now we need to go to this Electron doc. Here we have this some configuration which we can take from here, and it has explanation of every line, so you can come here and see read this explanation. In this video I'm not going to explain everything here. So the thing we have to focus here is this, basically the file we are loading inside main.js. So here it is pointing to index.html, which we don't have here, and we don't even need that. What we need is we need to load the React URL inside this main.js so that we can use this React app inside the Electron app. So for that what we have to do is, let's comment it and then main window dot URL load URL, and here we have to give this URL. That's it. Now let's run it. cd desktop yarn start. No, we have to add one more thing here, and it is script, and start. Here we need to give Electron this, then it will work. Yarn start. Yes, so this is the Electron app which is running the React app inside it. So we can increment, decrement. So the app is running in the development environment properly. But if we make a build of this Electron app and run it in the production environment, it won't run, because it won't be able to load this URL in the production environment. So how we can run the same app in the production environment as well? In order to do that, we have to add some more configuration here. So first thing we need is one package called Electron is dev. So this package will check in which environment the app is running currently. So if it is the development environment, it will load this URL, and if it is the production environment, it will load some file from the build folder which we are going to create when we are creating a build. And the second thing we will need is one builder, which is we are going to use Electron builder to create a build. There are some more builder as well, but Electron builder is fine for us. And the third thing we have to do is we have to add some command and do some configuration here to create a build and use that file inside the build in the production environment. So first let's install Electron is dev package. Yarn add Electron is dev. Okay, so it has been added here. We need one more package to make a build, but one thing to remember here, we always need to install Electron builder in dev dependency. If we install it in dependencies, it will give error and it won't be needed in the production environment. So we'll do yarn add Electron builder -- dev. It will take some time, so we have to wait. It has been added now in the dev dependencies. So now let's import Electron is dev here. Electron is dev. So is dev will be true if it is the development environment, otherwise it will be false. So let's check it once. Close it, yarn start again. Okay, so development environment is still running fine. Now what we need is, here we have to add few things. So what we are going to do is, whenever anyone run a yarn build, first we will be going inside this web folder, which is basically React code, and here we will run a yarn run build, which will create a build of this React code, and then we are going to copy this build inside this desktop folder and we'll use it. How? Let's see. So first, whenever this build command is run, we will go inside web and we will do yarn run build, and then we have to come back to desktop, and then so what we are going to do here is we will create one folder called builder, where we will copy everything from this build app from this web. So we will then remove that builder folder every time this build is run. So here we have to remove it first. I know there is no folder here, but you will see how it works in just a second. Remove builder, and there will be one more folder will be created, which is called dist, where we will have the Electron production app. So we will be removing dist every time when we are creating a build, and then we are going to create a directory called builder, and here we are going, then we will be copying everything from web /build, and then we will paste it inside builder. Okay, and lastly we will run Electron builder. Okay, that's it. Just one thing, when we are creating a directory, we will use -p here. Okay, now here what we have to do is, if it is not the development environment, it means it is a production environment. Here we will load the file from current directory, and in this directory there will be one folder called builder, and here it will have index.html file. Okay, I think that's all we have. Yeah, now we can create a build. One more thing I just remembered now. We have to give here one command in order to use it in the production. So whenever we create a build, we need to give the path. So home page we have to give like this. Now let's create a build. It will take some time, so we have to wait. Yeah, and build. Now just see, it has created the build here inside the React folder. Now it is creating the folder here, dist folder and builder folder, and now the build is in process. I think it is taking longer than expected. Okay, it is done now. So this is the desktop folder. Why it is not going back? This was the main folder. It has, this is the desktop. Here we have this one build folder which has this build from the React build, and this is the dist folder. Here we have this desktop counter app. This one is the development environment app, and this is the production one. So it is loading, and it has been loaded. Now we can see this app is running in production as well. Fine. So if you have any question related to this entire process, you can comment it down. I will try to answer all your queries. Thank you.